very off the cuff. Ha 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 ha. Welcome. As promised, today I'm going to unbox the new OLED Zelda Switch. But I'm also going to unbox these two. Hear me out. I know these are Breath of the Wild, and it's been out for ages, right? Here's my sob story. Hear me out. Way back when the Breath of the Wild first came out, I was still rocking my Wii U, right? Okay, so I had full intentions, or every intentions, of upgrading to the Switch. I had every intention of upgrading to the Switch as soon as Breath of the Wild came out, but the Switch was not widely available. Everywhere I went to 3 GameStops and Best Buys. None had it at the time. And I was a broke college kid, so I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm going to rock it on the Wii U. And that's what I did. And I processed buying a Switch for like 2 or 3 years after that, until I finally broke down and bought Animal Crossing. Whatever. So, because I never officially bought Breath of the Wild for my Switch, this is it. So I figured I'd go all in. Not only did I pre-order the game, I wish that I had the Amiibo here, but you know, I'm not cool enough to get it early, kind of like this, yet. But let's get into it, okay? I'm going to unbox all of these, just for your pleasure, and my pleasure. And then I can finally play this for the first time on the Switch. We'll get into it. What all comes in this, what it looks like. Yeah, I can't wait. So, and if you haven't already, like this video and subscribe. And if you haven't already, like this video and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So, I won't keep you waiting. We'll do this first. This is what you're here for, right? This is the main event. So, rather than keep you in suspense. The problem with the OLED Switch, for me, like why I didn't upgrade before I have the Switch, right? And it just stinks that like Nintendo's just rocking still that same processor and graphics card from 2015. So like the internals did not change besides the screen. So like in my head, I couldn't fathom spending that much money, but here I am anyway, spending $380 on a second Switch that I already have. Either way. So let's open it up, and you're just like greeted with the screen right on full display here, man. I wonder if it's charged. I guess we'll get into it, huh? Anyway. Alright. Ooh. This is so cool. Okay. Alright. So let's talk about it. We'll get this out. We'll get these all parsed out together, right? I'm curious what the game is going to feel like, right? Because, like, I remember even playing it on the Wii U, it felt, I mean, it was chugging, but it was also, Wii U was like 720p, right? So it was downscaled enough that it looked okay at the time. And now, having played other games and, like, becoming a full PC gamer, even like going back and playing like Violet, Scarlet, and Pokemon Arceus, it's almost like, what are we doing here, right? Like, it's time. I know so many people are still buying the Switch. During the pandemic, it was not available again, but I digress. Let's get into it. All right. So here's the base. It's white, which also means that like it's probably gonna need to be cleaned even more so. Oh my god. But look at it. Ugh. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, I mean, these like become collector's items, and that's why like I was able to stomach this, right? Because like I can buy this now for full price, and then years later if I end up selling it, which it would be hard to part with because it's so beautiful, I know that it's going to be worth that much more. Do you remember like had like a Zelda GameCube, but it wasn't like, it was Zelda themed, but they didn't even like put stickers on it, right? It was just like that off blue GameCube, but it came with like Master Quest, sorry, and a bunch of the retro Zeldas and like Majora's Mask. I sold just that disc and made like $100, which now probably is like nothing compared to what it would go for. It's bananas. Anyway, so I've not actually used an OLED Switch or like even held one. So I have, hold on, I got this. Okay. So I got this. This is my original Switch and it's a little dusty. Haha, because it just sits in its crate all day. So that way we can do a comparison. If you see any dust fly, just know it's because I don't clean. I'm kidding. Anyway, all right. So just for comparison, let's look at these two together. They look like the same height, right? Because like overall, the OLED Switch really doesn't have like a bigger footprint. I think it's just like it takes up more screen real estate, but the overall size in general is about the same. I do like the rounded edges a little bit more. Like this just seems cleaner, sleeker. They have like a piano black, which like love it or hate it. For me, like this is already rough, like dusty enough. So I'm garbage, right? Like I can't keep this clean. I can't imagine keeping piano black, but I digress. It looks pretty. I don't like that this pops out. This is like, this seems like a design flaw, but it's not. Either way. All right, we got that. Even with their like Nintendo markings, it still looks really pretty. It reminds me of, I mean, it was the color of the DS that I mentioned way back when, but it also reminds me of Skyward Sword when they had like the Wii bundle and it had like the Motion Plus controller in that. The Motion Plus controller was the same color gold. So, and I think it was just like gold and then it had like a Triforce or like the Triforce and the royal emblem on there. But it's pretty basic. I still loved it and I still bought it. I also like the contrasting colors. So you have like the green and you also have the white. And I don't know enough about these. I'm so excited. And I don't know enough about the game to know what these symbols are yet, right? And I specifically have not looked up anything besides like Nintendo's trailer because I want to be surprised, right? I have speculations, but I'm not diving in anymore because like I just want to just take it all in and just love it. All right. Ba-da-da-da. Oh, that's so pretty for now. It's like so glossy. So glossy. Okay, yeah. So like, look how dirty it is. Either way. Okay, so it is like the tiniest bit bigger. Just a fraction. Here, let's... Just a hair. Boom. And look at it. That's gorgeous. It's also this is like metallic. It's definitely like a shift. Oh, and this whole thing flips up. That is so nice. Wow. I love the fact that it's all metal. This is like textured. These circles. It's such a good contrast. Like, I remember reading, someone was like, I wish that it was white all around. It would have just been a cleaner look. First off, I've had all white PSPs. Garbage. I mean, they looked pretty for like 2 seconds. And then me and my dirty hands just like smudged it all up. Granted, I was in high school, so nefarious things were happening with my PSP. But anyway, just to give you like a little comparison here, before this old Switch just had this little bitty thing for like a little kickstand. Weight wise, they're, I want to say, pretty similar. I mean, this doesn't even have the Joy-Cons on there though, so it just looks like they've repositioned the micro SD card a little bit. It faces this way instead of toward the bottom, but overall it reminds me of very surfacey Microsoft Surface, which we love. I'm gonna flip it open and send it right here. Oh, all right. Let's see what else is in the box. So we have just like our basic manuals that no one ever reads. Comes with the HDMI and the charger. Then this even seems different. Like, this is like a metal. No, it's not metal. Just kidding. But it does feel better. It feels newer. Kind of wish this was Zelda themed too. Not gonna lie. I didn't splurge for the Zelda Pro controller. That's kind of a lie. They did not have it in stock. Maybe it comes out the day of. I'm not sure. For sure, probably would have bought it as well. But
a few moments later.
All right. Next on the list, we'll do this thing. I'm excited. I did not know this thing existed until like a week ago. Yeah. I don't know if it's exclusively Target. That is definitely where I bought this. But let's open it up. I don't know if it's exclusively a Target. Or that's just where I saw it first. But that's where I bought it. Okay, you ready? The Switch did not have the like nice ASMR stuff, but I will get as close as possible. Oh, yeah, buddy. This is terrible ASMR. Okay, alright, you got it. So this is a collector's edition bundle, if I didn't mention before. And it says that it comes with a messenger bag, an insulated lunch bag, a planter, a notebook, a multi-tools with sleeve, and a patch. So, let's open it up. Let's see what they look like. Oh, and they definitely pack everything in here. Okay. So it looks like first up is the lunchbox. I work from home, so I don't know where exactly I would take my lunch, but here we are. Okay. She nice. She nice. I like it. It definitely would fit like a child's lunch, which is probably what it's more for. I digress. Then we have the messenger bag. Okay. For $30, this is pretty cool. Like, to get all of this in like a messenger bag by itself. Granted, I'm sure this isn't like Gucci construction, right? But like, so cool. Look at that stitching. It looks so cool. I hardly go into the office, but will I wear this in the office? Yeah, maybe. It doesn't have like a laptop sleeve thing, probably because it was made for, you know, children, but whatever. Doesn't matter, because I have my Switch case. That way I can also keep this safe along with and then I can just keep my work laptop banging around in there. I don't really care about that. That's more sacred. Just kidding. All right. So this is the multi-tool with sleeve. I'm curious. I'm interested. Okay. It's heavy. It's metal. Oh, that multi-tool almost just got me. Okay, not sure where I'd keep this. This also just seems very dangerous. Like, this is sharp. So, are we marketing the kids' target? Nintendo? It's very cool though. Bottle opener. You know, for all those children drinkers. Just kidding. Could you just imagine, like, you be at a party and somebody's like, oh, I really need a bottle opener. And then you just pull out your Sheikah Slate multi-tool and be like, oh, I got you. But don't grab it from this end. Otherwise, you will get cut and you will bleed on that person's drink as you're opening it. And that's a sad day for everybody. All right. Next, we have an embroidered patch. Like, it reminds me of that, like, cool kid in high school that wore the jean jacket with, like, the metal studs and like the patches everywhere. Definitely into punk and ska bands, which I like punk and ska, don't get me wrong. I was never that cool though. Maybe I'll go out and buy a jean jacket just for this and this should be my patch. We'll see. We'll see. We're getting on to the end. Next we have the notebook. Built by Culture Fly. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for a really nice notebook. Okay, I take a lot of notes, especially at work. They're so cool. Look at it. The whole map, and they have Death Mountain, very much like. I'm so curious. I wonder where this map is from because. We have this, which very much gives off a link to the past. I'm sure somebody is like watching this and be like, oh my God, Sam, why can't you get it right? I know this answer. Either way, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And it's straight up blank. I just assumed that there would be some lines on this, but it is like sketchbook blank. Okay, all right. I mean, it's cool. It's nice. It's the construction is just chef's kiss, man. All right, let's get into the last thing, and then we'll turn on the Switch. So this is the planter. Oh, guys. They have a fake plant in there now, which is whatever. I'm obsessed with this already. It is like stone quality. Oh, it's like a little. Almost reminds me of like a pineapple. But, oh, guys, this is so beautiful. I love it. And I'm making a mess. gagged. This is fantastic. I love it. I literally just changed out a couple of my plants, so I'm a little bummed. I might just have to, like, maybe tomorrow I'm gonna go buy a plant, that way I can have it. Okay, last but not least, let me open up Breath of the Wild for Switch for the first time. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. I was actually surprised. This is like down to $40 now. That's a great deal. This game, it's so worth it. All right, you ready? We're gonna try to turn it on for the first time. Okay, that is beautiful. That OLED, man.
One eternity later.
Okay, I can definitely say with 100% confidence that it is much better than the 720p that the Wii U offered. Yeah, it definitely looks a lot better. It stinks because, like, even like stationary like this, you're not even gonna get 1080p, right? Like, it's still capped. But at least having OLED, it just makes it like that much prettier. It kind of like makes up for the fact that it's just, we know that it's not the highest resolution that we can play this game, but it's gorgeous, right? I'm gonna play up until like we get the view from, you know, the hill. I can't wait for this game. This is going to be so great. All of the early reviews are in, and like, while they don't have numbers associated to the review, like, IGN is just popping off about, this is like Breath of the Wild, but better. It's like, it does well for being an 8-year-old system. 8 years. But there's so many people that are still buying it, like me. Multiple ones. So, from a business standpoint, if it's still going strong, like, why change it, right? It's the fidelity, man. It's the HDR. Like, it is everything. This is like, it does so good. Like, yes, this is extremely taxing on the system, right? It was taxing way back in 2015, 2016. But they handled it so well. So well, in fact, that like, it's just one of those things you can't give Game Freak a pass for how they did Arceus and Scarlet and Violet so dirty, right? Like, they had so much potential and they just squandered it. Oh. Okay, we can see the frames just a little bit start to. It's definitely not, you know, definitely not the 60 frames plus that you can achieve on the computer. I'll give you that one. Like, okay, so that is that. That is officially the Zelda Edition OLED Switch, complete with its little cradle. I'm pumped about this. I'm pumped about the new game that's coming out. I can't wait. I think I'm gonna do like a speed run of this before the new one comes out on the 12th. But anyway, I think that's it. So keep it tuned. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you later.